I have a yearly tradition. Every year, I make a new playlist thumbnail. In this playlist, I add songs that I enjoy throughout the year, and then eventually go on to making a top hits playlist, but this one allows me to keep all of these songs in one place and decide which ones I like best. I'm doing this a little late as it's already the end of March. It's quite literally the end of March. As I'm editing this, it is the 31st, so fingers crossed I get it done soon. Let me give you some backstory behind this project. While I was walking around trying to find a good spot for this base photo I needed for this playlist cover, I was in a rush. I didn't take time to think or really do. I was just like, all right, boom, check mark, kind of like as efficient as I could. Because at the moment, I didn't have a lot of time. I had like 2 hours, I think, which seems like a lot of time, but I also had some other stuff to get done during that time. So I think the same goes for this video. I kept putting this video off to wait for the right time, and when that time finally came, it's already cutting it way too close to the deadline, in my opinion. As I sit here editing this video, I think back to my last video and how that also was cutting it close to the end. There's something these videos have in common, which is I haven't let myself enjoy the process of creating. And yes, while making something you love can be exhausting and make you want to get it over with, you should give yourself time to enjoy the actual making aspect. It's something that I think is not lost necessarily overall, but with individuals, with many either not creating out of the fear that they might do something wrong, or not wanting to create at all for the amount of time and effort it takes to create. And it's something I myself have tried to find again, that love for just simply creating and the process of it. There's a lot of projects that I had a lot of hopes in, and they didn't end up going as planned or didn't end up coming out at all. And some of those I needed to throw in the bin and just move on, but some of those I really just needed to finish. And something that has really helped me with that is, surprisingly, Warhammer and kind of painting minis and stuff like that. I had forgotten how happy it made me to just make something for myself and to make something purely for the want to make that thing. In my direct life, there's been a lot of change, to say the least, with some good and some bad. While I won't elaborate, it is something that has consumed my mind this month. I have all these pent-up thoughts that I just felt like I needed to make something to represent that. With this playlist cover, I really wanted to show the aspect of change and being able to turn something for the better, whether that's something I have turned for the better or something I'm still in the process of doing. As for the design aspects of this playlist cover, I added these kind of wavy-ish like petals for the plants, and that is inspired by the artist who does Good Kids albums, which is Gabriel Altrow's art. I really enjoyed the kind of abstractness of these wavy lines, kind of how they looked like corals but also blossoming flowers at the same time, and I was really inspired to use those aspects in this playlist cover. There's also a very common theme in all of my playlist covers, and that is me. That is me in my orange hoodie. Something I really enjoy when making these playlist covers is having a real photo and taking that and photoshopping it and illustrating it to make it look like something completely different. And I hope that's the case with this playlist cover. The main message for this artwork is that things may need to change to be able to have something else blossom. And that thing can blossom into something beautiful, or maybe wither away again back into the ground for yet another thing to be brought up. Clearly, something needed to change in my life, and that was creating to meet a criteria. While it is good to meet the expectations of oneself and others, if someone is not able to embrace and enjoy the moments of creating, will it feel like they even made anything at all? I sense that's something I'll be discovering in the many videos to come. I know this video is a little bit more slow-paced than the previous one. Again, I'm still trying to figure out what kind of content works best for me. I'm still trying to figure out if I like this kind of slow style content better. I have a feeling the faster style content is going to be what I enjoy the best, but we'll see. Who knows? Now, without further ado, my yearly playlist, Paradise Redux.